Welcome back, everyone. Savage Sasquatch here, and we're back with some more Dark Souls on the Xbox One X. Dark Souls Remastered, I should say. So, we've come back to the undead asylum here. In our last video, I believe that was the Ceaseless Discharge, and we went around and we've kind of made some rounds here, and we are now at the point where Sen's Fortress is open to us. But before we do that, we want to go after Great Grey Wolf Sif. Well, that's not what we want to do. I just woke up, so I'm kind of a little rusty for a moment here. Still kind of trying to get the sleep out of my eyes, so maybe this takes more than one shot. I don't know. Really? So anyway, yeah, just loving the game so far. There, now we're playing Dark Souls. Is that everybody? We don't want anybody else joining this fight, especially if we can help it. So, and this is where things get a little scary. Let's go ahead and start out with full health. It's a stray demon, that's what this is. Don't sit on me. And you just roll away from that. You don't want to get greedy trying to hack away at him. I mean, that's a big telegraph move. I'd rather take the extra time to get away, because his moveset isn't huge and diverse. Probably could have gotten one more hit in there, but right now I just don't want to push it. Oh boy. Get that drink in. You have plenty of chances to drink against this guy. You just need to not need more drinks than... Oh, that was close. No, that was... Oh, I did get hit. Not badly. Got him down to about half. We haven't had to flask that much. Oh boy, I gotta get my shield out here. There we go. Good time to drink. See, if he does that burst thing, right now he's backed into a corner, and so that's no good. And here comes the hammer. Oh no. That was the burst, actually. Did not mean to roll there. Lost a good hit worth. And well away. Just go ahead and top off here. Meh. Really? Going right at his tail here makes him seem to do that a lot. Yikes. Don't sit on me. This should do it. And we got him. Second try. First try, he just sat on me. This would have been a lot easier if I had decided to pick up a specialty a lot earlier. I went for a lot of stam and a lot of health in my pool. And as a result, my dex isn't as high as I would like it to be. And so I'm not dishing out that same level of excellent damage here. How do I get out of here? I just don't remember that. There must be a way. There's the ladder. So yeah, that's... I could be doing a lot more damage by now. Like, I think in my last playthrough I did of this. Make sure nothing... Nope, no knights have respawned. Good. But I remember in my last playthrough, I was using the halberd. I had dumped a lot into strength, and so it took far fewer hits on that guy, and it was a lot easier to hit because of the reach of that weapon. But I'm not going to complain too much. Okay, so we're going to fast forward now. We're going to head over towards Darkroot Garden again. The area where we took out the second Hydra, which is where most people take their first Hydra. And we're going to be going after Great Grey Wolf Sith, but there's an area there where I can farm up a good many souls. We have to get up to 20,000 to open that door. I probably should have remembered that before I... just dumped a bunch of souls into that, but oh well. We're gonna curl up like a ball. And at least it doesn't make us wait a long time now to come back here. We know what we're doing. Man, the view, I know it's just a kind of like a painting in the background, but it's still pretty. While the graphics are pretty in this, they're definitely not on the next gen level or anything like that. Like they don't compete in my opinion with Dark Souls 3, but it's not a horribly far off proposition. We do have this one piece of treasure that we saw as we were climbing up here that we can go after, so I do want to go for that. There it is right there. So let's go. Ooh, don't roll off that building. That's the stinking key that we needed for the asylum there. Well, looks like we're going to go back to the future. Stop that. I'm really noobing this guy up right here. Okay, so we use that undead asylum, F2, West key, whatever it is, and it brings us here to let us just get this one simple item, the rusted iron ring. This is something we could have gotten a long time ago. I believe this is the ring that lets you walk without movement impairment in the water. We don't really need it at this point. Improves balance on poor footing. I believe that means that in water you can run. You live and you learn. I couldn't remember where you got that from, and we could have revisited here a long time ago to get that, but alas. So anyway, now we're going to fast forward to Darkroot Garden. Alright, so I've farmed up 20,000 souls, and I believe that this is where I need to bring them. I think that is the price, if I'm remembering my Dark Souls well, that we need to get the key to that Darkroot door. There are a bunch of guys on the other side who are quite difficult, but when you kill them, you end up getting significant funds. You can make them become non-hostile. Well, we'll get there. Purchase item. Crest of Artorias for 20,000.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither.
Alright, so we've got that Crest of Artorias here. And with it, we can open this door. I mean, it's not a hidden thing. It says, opens the door in the forest. So, this opens up a new area to us. And the guys here are quite... And if you can fend off all the tree people and make it out here, then you get the Eastern armor set. Alright, so it cost 20,000 to get through that door, but I just did one round of farming everything that's in there, and one round gives you 20,000. So you really don't take too much of a hit. We're going to continue throwing into some points into our decks for a bit. We're going to farm this, and we'll come back hopefully when we have at least 22 decks. It'll take a little bit, but it's worth getting your levels up to make the next boss a little easier. So I'm going to show you guys how to do one last farming run that should put me over a level cap here, but I want to show you guys how to do a farming run. Now, the first time you come in here, there will be 2 knights and Ferris, who gives you the black bow of Ferris and Ferris's hat. But outside of those guys, they don't respawn. So if you can get them down, it may take a little bit, but if you want to just come here to farm souls, so first you will catch the attention of this caster out here. Now the first time you come here, there will be the knight. So this guy, all we're going to do is line of sight him on trees, and he'll come into us. You could try to trick him into going off the cliff, but... Alright, yeah, he eventually gets tired of casting at trees, and so you just... He's good for a pretty solid set of hits. And then you can back off for a second. He'll try to cast or do something. It's pretty insignificant. As you can see, he can hit you for a bit. Don't get me wrong. Now, we're going to look for... You see that guy out there? You don't want to aggro that guy. You want to watch for... There's the stealthy guy. You can barely see him. And he kind of roams and patrols, so you want to listen for him, too. Here he is. I just saw a glimpse of him. Now, this guy right here... You pull out your shield, and you can just trick him into falling off the cliff. He glitches out a little bit, but honestly, like, if you can get him to get into the right position, let him cut. Oh, crap. You can kick people off the cliff here. That's a very good... I wasn't expecting her to follow suit here. That was very lucky. Her you can usually bully. Pretty good, actually. This guy, if he insists on attacking here, you can kind of... He'll keep attacking you, and then you can get between him and the wall, and he'll sometimes roll himself off, or you can just kick him off. Ha-ha! And there's one more guy up here. I used to think he was worth it because he was only worth 1,000, but honestly, I've come to realize he's possibly the easiest 1,000. So he's going to do his attack, then you just lay into him with a set of attacks. He can hurt you really hard. That's a big heavy axe he uses, but if you start attacking, at least with this sword, not every weapon may work like this. But I'm using the Balder sword and the Balder side sword, and he literally can do pretty much nothing while you're hitting him with that flurry. So I'm going to go level up. We will take these guys out one more time because, frankly, we need to get to the next area. And we'll kind of go over that farming run one more time, and that way you can see the one who... So we get our decks up to 22, which is going to really help our sword a little bit more. I did this farming just to get a little more damage on that sword, because I know we're going against Great Grey Wolf Sif. Alright. So once again, we have Mr. Casts at Trees. He'll get tired. And you may have to dance around the tree for him to realize he ain't hitting you. There he is. That's cute. Oh, he hit me. And usually you get a flurry of about 5 hits in him. Now we go look for his ghosty friend. I hear the footsteps. Okay, there he is. Get our shield out. We got this pretty much down to about a science. I occasionally will die here. Sometimes he'll ambush me off a cliff. You want him to go up here. And so that helps get him over into position. Alright, now... And you just keep running into him with your shield. Well, if he's going to roll around, it's not going to help us. And we'll kick, and we'll kick, and he's off the cliff. Alright, now we can show you proper how to do the next character. This is pretty much free and easy souls. It just comes down to eventually how much time do you want to invest as your levels go up. At what point does it become not worth it anymore? And we don't really need, I don't really feel like we need too much more. I could be wrong. He will heal himself. Now he's trying to go into the range of the other guy where if I run out there, the axe guy will come out. So let him do his thing. Let her do her thing, I should say. And once they miss, wail away. And there we go. And finally, here comes Mr. May I ask you a question? And no, you may not. If you have a fast attacking weapon and you have a armor set that allows you to move fairly quickly, it's very easy to sidestep his attacks and just let him do his thing. Alright, so now that we've slaughtered those guys, I do want to peek over here and just see if there's any of them on the other side. There's that cat up there. We'll talk to him in a second. I just want to see if there's any more of the Knights of this Covenant. To take on. And it appears that no, there is not. So you want to make sure before you talk to this cat that you do take out Ferris, so that way you can get the black bow of Ferris to get that rare item. So we're going to go back to the cat here.
Is it not so that thou art me? Thou fared well, but cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius?
Yes, that I do.
The legend of Artorius art none but a fabrication, traversing the dark. 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thy human respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say. Well, indeed, thou art a strange one. Nevertheless, I feel some liking for thee. I command a clan of hunters who track down defilers of the forest grave. What dost thou say? Wilt thou not join us? Oh, yes, I believe we would suit thee well. I am very glad. And now thou art one of us. Let us establish a covenant.
Okay, and we joined the Cat Covenant, and that triggers an achievement, the Forest Hunter. I believe that's a PvP covenant. Covenant established. Go away achievement now. There we go.
And here taketh this.
And that's the Cat Covenant ring.
That ring. It allows. If mine senses reveal in truth, fend them off, sir. I beseech. I shall summon others who will by their honor work time. Thou shalt receive great reward. But thou must heed. The clan is thine own family. Darest not in any attempt to double cross. Have my hopes for thee are of the.
Oh, that's it.
My
So now we can poke our head into the next area. Oops. We've still got full flasks, so no reason we can't kind of tinker around out here. I'm not really wanting to... I saw a couple of those big mushroom men that we saw earlier. Not really dying to get into it with them. They hit so hard. Those guys are not worth it compared to what we were just able to farm. Like I said, you know, these mushroom people, they're not fast, so not too worried about that. Here is the bridge that goes across to Great Grey Wolf Sif. Not quite ready for that. Now that we've joined our covenant, got our stats up a little bit, I want to just explore out, find anything else that I'm missing before we go to Great Grey Wolf Sif. And there's also one more thing I've been wanting to go kill, and that was the area we did not go earlier. Okay, we've got tree men out here, so we really need to hurry. I'm not trying to fight all the tree men, I'm just trying to get down here. This is also, you can alternately reach this path by coming up the ladder from the Hydra. It'll eventually lead right here. Wow, really? You guys are a determined lot. Okay. Those guys hit like a truck in this area. And speaking of truck, I thought I heard the footsteps of something, but that might just be that other player that was running by. Anyway, as I said, speaking of truck, we've got this craziness here. So the best thing I've found to do is to kind of cheese this guy, as he is big and agile and does a lot of damage. You pop up here, and he'll come down here and stick his face where he's not wanted. And then you can get a cheap hit on him. Bad kitty. Not too hard. You just gotta know how to cheese them. Oh, crap. And here comes two more. Bad kitty. Okay, we got our damage in there. And we gotta watch both of them. Okay. The roly-poly attack got us that time. Wow. Those dudes hurt. So we've got both of these almost down, and I'm gonna call these cats Cheese It, because that's how you beat them. You cheese it. Where's your buddy? Whoa. Thankfully I can roll too, because otherwise that cat would have gotten me. Oh my gosh, my son just came and sat next to me in the dark here, and I am terrified. Woo!
Seriously, Dad? First, giant.
Just want to see what's back here now that we've gotten past all those cats. I don't usually take out all those cats because it's fairly pointless outside of... Or did we find our way back to the door by Great Grey Wolf? Which might be the case. Let's see what's... Yeah. I think... Because we just found more mushroom men, so we can attack a few more mushroom men. Because we're getting within a few thousand of a level, and I would actually rather like to get another level, so... Alright. So another mushroom man down. Maybe that's all of them, except for this big guy. There we go. Don't get hit by the mushroom man. Gotta watch his movements very closely so you don't get whacked. No mushroom man. Yeah, there we go. Roll. Do not get slapped by a mushroom. Getting slapped by a mushroom is... Oh! It's terrible! It's terrible! Get away, mushroom! Oh, that hurt! Oh my gosh. That mushroom almost just killed me. Have you ever died from a mushroom? No? Well, don't. It's terrible. Whew. There we go. No more mushroom men. They do give gold pine resin, which is actually ridiculously valuable for certain fights. And what do we have here? An enchanted ember. I believe that is actually good to turn into. You can turn that into, what's his name? The blacksmith. Alright, so I think now we have found our way back to the area. I see Sif's door over there, so we'll do Great Grey Wolf Sif. I'm gonna head back to the bonfire, rest up, and then we'll be making, I believe I can level one more time with what I've got, and we'll be making a run on Great Grey Wolf Sif in our next video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Make sure to shoot us a thumbs up if you did. We like making videos that you guys like, so let us know what you like. Also, don't be afraid to reach out in the comments. We love hearing from you guys, and we'll get back to you pretty quick. I love interacting with you guys. And above all, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you hit that little the bell sign right next to the subscribe button, then you'll also get notifications every time one of our new videos comes out. And so that way you won't miss a thing. So, let's see. We're back here at this area. We can, let's see what kind of items we have for acquiring more souls. Large soul of a brave warrior. Please give me enough for a level. 8,000, that should do it. That's plenty. And we're going to take one more dexterity. And, you know, just to see how things are scaling, you know, our last weapon was doing 200, the Drake Sword. And now this Balder Side Sword plus 8. Let's take a look. It is... Oh! Nope, come back. So if we look at the stats, it's doing 144 plus 69, which is a little deceiving. It's hitting a good bit harder, because that's basically saying that's only like 9 points higher than the Drake Sword, but it's a good bit more than that. Let's see here. Plus, it also has a wider arc. It swings a little more faster and more fluid. We get more hits with it off, so all around it's much, much better because it's a faster weapon that allows you to get more hits with better range. So, alright, and we're going to take this over into Great Grey Wolf Sif's area next. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and glad to have you on the adventure. So until next time, this is Savage Sasquatch from GamingReportCard.com, and I am out of here. And they're all friendly now.